officers, NCOs, soldiers, family, and friends, aloha. I have never fancied myself as a brilliant public speaker, so on this very bittersweet occasion, the only thing to do is give thanks. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 57 says, "Thanks be to God. He gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ." Thanks to my wife, Serena, honey. I'm nothing without you, nothing without your love, your support, and your encouragement. Thank you for supporting me through the long nights, the short weekends, those late night phone calls. I also want to thank you so much for enduring the extremely tough task of raising Natalia and Bobby alone during the Dark Night deployment. My entire family, like so many of your families that weren't able to make it today due to the distance, but I do feel their thoughts and prayers at this moment. I thank you to my wonderful church family who's sitting over here. I'm blessed to have you here today, and what an honor it is to have you celebrate this time with me. To my leadership, past and present, to Colonel Bear, Colonel Thompson, Lieutenant Colonel Byrd, Lieutenant Colonel Miles, Command Sergeant Major Jordan, Command Sergeant Major Wilson, and many others, thank you. Each of you has shown me a piece of the leader that I want to be and set a wonderful example for me to follow. First Sergeant Davis, battle buddy. When I think of our time here in the company together, I'm reminded of a quote by former Sergeant Major of the Army Julius W. Gates, who said, "My job as a first sergeant was to make my company commander the best company commander in the battalion." Now, I'm not sure if you got there all the time, but I know that you went to the end of the earth, the ends of the earth every day to try. Even if one time I did win the 307th Flaming Dragon Award, I can never say enough words, tell you enough stories about you, and thank you enough for just such a wonderful friend, counselor, and sounding board that you've been. I always remember the time we spent along with the platoon leaders and platoon sergeants developing this great organization together, and I know that you will make a great Command Sergeant Major. To my peers, mostly my replacement, I give you this advice, as said by General J. Lawton Collins: "The most precious commodity with which the Army deals is the individual soldier, who is the heart and soul of our combat forces." Alpha Company has a rich history and tradition of excellence, and I know, Captain Blewett, that you will do great things as the commander of this outstanding organization. Care for the soldiers, and they'll go to impossible lengths to accomplish any mission. For the officers and the NCOs that have come to join me in this celebration today, thank you. I want to pass on some words of wisdom from two great Army leaders. The first is from General Omar Bradley. He said, "Leadership is intangible, and therefore no weapon ever designed can replace it." It's your willingness as leaders to do what's right, set the example, and lead from the front that enables the Army to get its job done every day. As General George S. Patton said, I paraphrase here, but he said, "Wars may be fought with weapons, but they are won by soldiers. It's the spirit of the soldiers who follow and of the soldier who leads that gains the victory." As we go into an uncertain fiscal future, keep your spirits high, and as long as there's a will to succeed, there is nothing this unit and the U.S. Army cannot accomplish. And now specifically for the lieutenants, the NCOs, the soldiers of Alpha Company 307. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the good times. Thank you for a great combat signal support deployment and the opportunities that you've given me to grow as a leader. As I move on to do great things in the Battalion S3, I hope that you remember the words of General Patton. General Patton said that discipline must be a habit so ingrained that it's stronger than the excitement of battle or the fear of death. Dark Knights, it is your ability to discipline yourselves and follow the leaders appointed over you in your profession that allows you to succeed in spite of the odds that face you. Thank you, and please know I will miss you greatly. I will end with one last word of praise from 1 Kings chapter 1, verse 48. "Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, who has allowed my eyes to see a successor on my throne today." With sword and voice, Dark Knight 6 out.